Welcome back to the Peak Performance Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Young. Today we are looking in the arena of peak performance at enhancing mental toughness with virtual reality. Your mind isn't just an asset, it's your ultimate weapon. Today we're diving deep into something that sounds like science fiction, but is rapidly becoming the gold standard for elite mental training virtual reality. But this isn't about gaming or entertainment. We're talking about rewiring your brain for unshakable focus, bulletproof resilience, and razor sharp situational awareness. So what if I told you that the same technology transforming how Navy SEALs and Special Forces operators train their minds is now accessible to anyone serious about peak performance? What if the difference between good and extraordinary isn't just about more practice, but about practicing in environments that push your mental limits beyond what reality can offer? The human brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones when it comes to building neural pathways. VR takes this principle and supercharges it, creating training environments so realistic and challenging that they forge mental toughness at a cellular level. The science behind virtual mental conditioning, neuroplasticity acceleration. Virtual reality (VR) environments have the unique ability to activate the same neural pathways as real world scenarios, providing an immersive experience that tricks the brain into believing the scenarios are real. Unlike traditional training, VR allows for the repetition and intensification of specific experiences, accelerating the natural process of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire and adapt. This means skills and mental conditioning that would typically take years to master through repetitive real world practice can be developed in a fraction of the time. For example, athletes and professionals can simulate high pressure situations repeatedly in VR, quickly building the neural pathways necessary for peak performance. Controlled stress inoculation. One of the most groundbreaking advantages of VR is its ability to precisely control stress levels in a safe environment. Stress inoculation is a method of gradually exposing individuals to increasing levels of stress so they can build tolerance and resilience. In virtual environments, this process can be fine tuned to match the individual's current stress threshold, allowing for a personalized approach to resilience training. Over time, repeated exposure to high stress simulations, such as handling life threatening emergencies or delivering high stakes presentations, builds genuine mental toughness and emotional control that seamlessly transfers to real world performance. This controlled, progressive exposure is something that is nearly impossible to replicate in traditional training scenarios. Attention network training. Focus and attention are critical for success in any field, but training these abilities has traditionally relied on methods like meditation or mindfulness exercises, which can take years to yield measurable results. VR, however, enables targeted training of specific attention networks in the brain, alerting, orienting, and executive attention. By simulating precise tasks that train these networks individually, VR enhances mental clarity and concentration in a way that is both faster and more effective than traditional methods. For example, surgeons can use VR to improve their precision and focus under pressure, while gamers and esports players can sharpen their split second decision making skills for competitive advantage. The research is compelling. The scientific evidence for VR based mental conditioning is rapidly growing. Studies from Stanford's Virtual Human Interaction Lab demonstrate that VR training induces neural changes indistinguishable from those formed by real world experiences. Through VR, your brain rewires itself as if you physically lived through those scenarios, creating a powerful mental framework for success. This isn't just a simulation, it's a reprogramming of human potential. By blending cutting edge technology with neuroscience, VR is revolutionizing how we train for the challenges of real life, turning mental conditioning into a faster, smarter, and more impactful process. Whether you're looking to build resilience, sharpen focus, or accelerate skill acquisition, virtual mental conditioning offers a game changing approach to unlocking human potential like never before. How special operations forges unbreakable minds. The U.S. Special Operations Command has invested millions in advanced VR training systems, and for good reason. Traditional military training, while effective, has its limits. You can't repeatedly practice hostage rescue scenarios with real hostages, and you can't simulate the chaos of an IED explosion without real danger. But in virtual reality, these high stakes scenarios become your training ground, offering unparalleled opportunities to prepare for the unexpected. Scenario immersion. Operators are placed in hyper realistic environments where every detail is meticulously designed to replicate real world conditions. From the crunch of gravel underfoot to the subtle shifts in lighting as smoke fills the air, every sensory cue matters. This total immersion helps build muscle memory and decision making pathways that activate instinctively under real world pressure. The level of detail ensures that operators are not just reacting to a simulation, but engaging with it as if it were real, boosting their ability to respond with precision in life or death situations. Stress escalation. One of the most groundbreaking aspects of VR is its ability to simulate stress in controlled, measurable ways. The system gradually increases difficulty by adding layers of complexity and intensity to scenarios. Operators' biometric responses, such as heart rate, cortisol levels, and even brainwave patterns, are continuously monitored. This data allows trainers to ensure trainees are experiencing the right amount of stress to build resilience without overwhelming their adaptive capacity. Over time, this process inoculates operators against high pressure environments, helping them remain calm and effective in the face of chaos. Decision point analysis. Every action and decision an operator makes during training is recorded in real time. After completing a scenario, trainees can review their choices step by step, analyze the outcomes, and identify areas for improvement. This iterative process allows operators to refine their judgment and retrain specific decision points until optimal responses become second nature. Whether it's deciding the best way to approach a high risk hostage situation or reacting to an ambush, these skills are honed to razor sharp precision. Team coordination. In addition to individual development, VR training also incorporates team based scenarios where multiple operators train together in shared virtual environments. Communication, situational awareness, and teamwork are critical for mission success, and VR allows teams to practice these skills under a variety of conditions. From navigating urban warfare scenarios as a tightly coordinated unit to executing complex rescue missions, operators build the trust and communication protocols that can mean the difference between success and failure. The results. The results of integrating VR into special operations training are nothing short of remarkable. Units using VR enhanced preparation show a 40% improvement in decision making speed under pressure and a 60% increase in retention of complex procedures compared to traditional methods. These gains translate directly into real world performance, where seconds can change the outcome of a mission and lives are on the line. But here's what's truly revolutionary: these advancements aren't limited to military applications. The ability to rehearse critical scenarios, build stress resilience, and refine decision making skills has potential implications across industries, from emergency response and law enforcement to healthcare and beyond. Whether you're defusing a bomb, performing surgery, or coordinating disaster relief, the principles of VR training are becoming an essential tool for forging unshakable minds in any high stakes environment. Three pillars of VR mental toughness training. Focus under fire. In high pressure situations, focus can mean the difference between success and failure. VR creates immersive environments where maintaining focus isn't just beneficial, it's critical for survival. Whether navigating a virtual obstacle course while processing complex information or maintaining target accuracy amidst simulated explosions, your to concentrate is tested and strengthened. These virtual challenges help to build robust attention networks by pushing your mental capabilities to new limits. Over time, you'll find it easier to maintain composure and clarity, even in chaotic real world situations. Sustained attention training. Build the endurance to stay focused over extended periods of time. Selective attention refinement. Learn to zero in on what matters most while ignoring distractions. Divided attention mastery. Enhance your ability to multitask effectively without losing precision. attention switching efficiency. Develop agility in shifting focus rapidly between multiple tasks or priorities. Resilience building. True resilience is not about avoiding challenges, it's about how quickly and effectively you recover from setbacks and adapt to new circumstances. VR provides a safe but intense space to simulate failure, high pressure situations, and moments of uncertainty over and over again. By repeatedly experiencing and overcoming these challenges in VR, you condition your mind to handle stress and bounce back stronger in real life. This isn't just theoretical learning, it's practical, hands on resilience training that prepares you for whatever life throws your way. Failure recovery protocols. Practice bouncing back from mistakes and setbacks quickly. Stress response optimization. Learn to control physiological and emotional responses under pressure. Emotional regulation training. Master your emotions to stay calm and clear headed in stressful situations. Adaptive thinking patterns. Strengthen your ability to think creatively and adapt to unexpected changes. Situational mastery. In today's fast paced world, situational awareness is a critical skill. It's not just about seeing what's in front of you, it's about processing, predicting, and making split second decisions based on the information at hand. VR environments can simulate complex, dynamic scenarios that demand quick assessment and strategic responses. These training experiences teach your brain to process multiple variables at once, recognize patterns, and predict outcomes, enabling you to operate at peak cognitive efficiency in even the most demanding situations. Pattern recognition speed. Quickly identify patterns and trends in real time scenarios. Threat assessment accuracy. Sharpen your ability to evaluate risks and prioritize your responses. Multivariable processing. Train your brain to handle multiple simultaneous inputs without becoming overwhelmed. Predictive analysis skills. Improve your ability to anticipate outcomes and act proactively. With these three pillars, focus under fire, resilience building, and situational mastery, VR mental toughness training equips you with skills that go beyond the virtual world, empowering you to thrive in the face of real world challenges. Real world applications beyond the battlefield. Executive performance. High stakes situations like boardroom presentations, crisis management, and complex negotiations demand precision, confidence, and quick thinking. Virtual reality, VR, allows executives to rehearse these scenarios with remarkable fidelity, simulating real time pressures and dynamic decision making environments. Studies show that executives experience a 70% improvement in presentation confidence and a 45% boost in crisis decision making effectiveness after undergoing VR training protocols. By replicating real world conditions without the real world risks, VR empowers leaders to refine their skills and perform better under pressure. Athletic excellence. Professional athletes are increasingly turning to VR to train not just their bodies, but their minds. VR allows them to practice mental aspects of performance, such as maintaining focus in the face of crowd noise, staying composed during high pressure moments, and mentally rehearsing complex plays with unparalleled detail and repetition. By creating realistic scenarios, athletes can prepare for pivotal moments in games without the physical toll of constant practice. The ability to repeatedly simulate specific game situations enables athletes to build mental resilience and strategic understanding, giving them a critical edge on the field. Medical training. In the medical field, where precision and expertise can mean the difference between life and death, VR offers transformative possibilities. Surgeons can practice intricate procedures in virtual operating rooms where mistakes carry no real world consequences but provide invaluable learning experiences. Emergency response teams can train for disaster scenarios with lifelike realism, honing their ability to respond swiftly and effectively under pressure. VR creates a safe, controlled environment for healthcare professionals to build their competence, confidence, and readiness to face high stakes situations. The common thread across these fields? VR enables safe, consequence free repetition of high stakes scenarios, creating a unique and powerful learning environment. By allowing individuals to push their limits, learn from mistakes, and gain hands on experience, VR helps build genuine competence through practice rather than theory. Whether it's the boardroom, the playing field, or the operating room, VR is reshaping how we prepare for and excel in the most demanding challenges. The physiological reality of virtual training, cortisol response, virtual reality, VR. Training scenarios can trigger stress hormone responses, such as cortisol, that are nearly identical to those experienced in real world high pressure situations. Whether you're simulating a public speaking engagement or a crisis response scenario, the physiological stress is real, providing a unique opportunity to train under authentic pressure. Heart rate elevation. In VR, your cardiovascular system reacts as it would in real life. Heart rate elevation in high stress virtual environments mimics what happens in actual moments of tension or action. This means VR training can physically prepare you to handle the adrenaline and intensity of real world challenges. Neural firing rate. Brain activity patterns during VR training align closely with those seen in actual high performance scenarios. Neural firing associated with decision making, problem solving, and stress management in VR mirrors real life cognitive responses, enabling true to life mental conditioning. Skill transfer. Perhaps the most groundbreaking aspect of VR training is its ability to translate virtual performance improvements into real world applications. Studies have consistently shown that skills honed in VR environments, whether it's crisis management, public speaking, or athletic performance, can be applied with remarkable consistency in the real world. Here's what makes this revolutionary: your body and brain don't know the difference between a high fidelity VR environment and reality. When you're placed in a challenging VR scenario, your sympathetic nervous system activates just as it would in a real life situation. Your heart races, adrenaline surges, and your brain enters a heightened state of focus and awareness. But unlike real world training, VR allows you to repeat and refine these physiological responses over and over in a single session. Each repetition strengthens your ability to perform under pressure, build resilience, and maintain clarity and precision under stress. This is stress inoculation at its most advanced, giving you the tools to not just survive, but thrive under pressure. Building your personal VR training protocol. Baseline assessment. Before jumping into VR training, it's critical to evaluate your current performance metrics. This includes measuring focus duration, tracking stress response patterns, and assessing decision making speed under pressure. Establishing a baseline provides a foundation for measurable growth and allows you to clearly see how VR is impacting your performance over time. Environment selection. Not all VR environments are created equal, and the key to effective training lies in specificity. Select VR scenarios that closely mirror the real world challenges you're preparing for. For public speaking, you might practice in virtual auditoriums filled with simulated audiences of varied sizes and reactions. For athletes, training in simulated game conditions can replicate the intensity of competition. The key is to choose realistic, high fidelity environments that align with your goals and gradually increase in difficulty. Systematic progression. Effective VR training is all about gradual progression. Begin with manageable scenarios that challenge you without overwhelming your adaptive capacity. As you build confidence and skill, systematically increase the difficulty of the scenarios. This allows your brain to adapt at a sustainable pace, consolidating new neural pathways and ensuring long term growth without burnout. Biometric integration. Incorporating biometric monitoring into your VR training adds a new layer of precision. Track metrics like heart rate variability, cortisol levels, and cognitive load during sessions. This data can reveal when you're in the optimal training zone and when you might need to focus on recovery. Understanding your physiological and mental limits enables smarter, more effective training. Real world testing. Training in VR is only part of the equation. To truly benefit, you need to regularly test your VR acquired skills in real world situations. Whether it's delivering a live presentation, Performing under athletic pressure or responding to a high stakes work challenge, the ultimate goal is seamless skill transfer. Real world transformation is the true measure of VR training success. The technology revolution in mental training. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. VR allows you to enter that cave repeatedly, safely, until fear transforms into mastery. With VR, you can face your fears, practice under pressure, and refine your performance, all in a controlled, repeatable environment. It's not just training, it's transformation. We're witnessing a convergence of technologies that's revolutionizing human performance training. Eye tracking systems monitor where your attention goes under pressure. Haptic feedback creates physical sensations that enhance immersion. Biometric sensors provide real time feedback on your physiological state. The latest systems incorporate artificial intelligence that adapts training scenarios in real time based on your performance and stress responses. If you're handling a scenario too easily, the AI increases complexity. If you're overwhelmed, it adjusts to keep you in the optimal learning zone. Brain computer interfaces are the next frontier. Imagine VR systems that can directly monitor your neural activity and provide training specifically designed to strengthen weak cognitive pathways. We're moving toward a future where mental training becomes as precise and measurable as physical training. Current state: visual and audio VR with basic haptic feedback. Near future: AI adaptive scenarios with full biometric integration. Breakthrough phase: brain computer interfaces enabling direct neural training. Your mental toughness transformation starts now. The question isn't whether VR will revolutionize human performance training, it already has. The question is whether you'll be among the early adopters who gain the competitive advantage or wait until everyone else catches up. Mental toughness isn't born, it's forged, and VR provides the forge. Every scenario you master in virtual reality becomes a neural pathway of confidence in reality. Every challenge you overcome while your heart pounds and adrenaline flows becomes proof to your subconscious that you can handle whatever life throws at you. Your next steps: identify your goals. Start by clearly defining what you want to achieve. Whether it's improving mental resilience, mastering a skill, or enhancing your physical performance, having a clear objective will allow you to focus your VR sessions with purpose. Find the right VR programs, explore VR platforms and applications tailored to your goals. There are programs designed for stress management, skill acquisition, professional training, and even physical fitness. Choose the tools that align with your aspirations. Create a consistent schedule. Commit to regular VR sessions to build habits and see progress over time. Consistency is key to creating neural pathways and reinforcing the skills or mindsets you aim to develop. Simulate real-life challenges. Use VR to practice overcoming scenarios that mirror real-life obstacles. Confront your fears, rehearse difficult conversations, or simulate high-pressure situations to build confidence and mental toughness. Track your progress and take notes or use tracking features in VR applications to monitor your improvements. Reflecting on how far you've come will motivate you to continue pushing through challenges. Push beyond comfort zones. Leverage VR to step into situations that make you uncomfortable. Facing fears in a controlled, virtual environment can help you develop the resilience to handle similar scenarios in real life. Combine VR with real-world practice. Reinforce your VR progress by applying skills or strategies in real-world settings. This integration solidifies neural pathways and strengthens your ability to thrive beyond virtual scenarios. Stay mindful and adaptable. Use VR not just as a tool for performance, but also as a way to practice mindfulness and adaptability. These qualities are essential for navigating life's uncertainties and overcoming sticking points. By using VR as a powerful tool, you can develop the mental, emotional, and physical edge necessary to break through limiting barriers and unlock your full potential in everything you do. Remember, champions aren't made in comfort zones. They're made in virtual reality where failure is learning, repetition is mastery, and mental toughness becomes your default state. This has been episode 58 of the Peak Performance Podcast, where we dive deep into strategies to help you achieve your best. Remember, success comes from consistency and balance. Until next time, train hard, recover smart, stay focused, and keep pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible. See you in the next episode.